So moving on from there, we have our final game of the day.
It's a beta.
Yeah, but it's just a beta, yeah. So basically we're Star Wars. So it's Star Wars Battlefront 2, so we've all played a little bit of the beta, some more than others. Yeah, what's everyone's opinion on the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta?
It was so good.
It was really fun.
I liked the space battles.
Me too.
I didn't play anything else.
You can't fly a fucking ship in space. But I can't do it.
Can't fly a ship in space.
Oh yeah.
You can fly one here, but not in space.
You know what? The first day when I played with you, I was right. I got on with her and Jane. Fucking crashed all the time.
It did seem slightly glitched. So like you would get shot by other fighters, but there was no sound cue to tell me you were being shot.
My issue wasn't anything to do with other ships shooting me. It was me killing myself by hitting other big ships because, like as in the freighters.
You suck.
I couldn't fly. They changed the controls, so it's like.
The controls are better than the were.
No, I agree, they are. Because the first time I played with you, I was alright. I was doing all these fucking. I was like, oh, spinning's a good trick.
I mean, they're not quite as good as Battlefield 4.
I was like, now this is pod racing, you know what I mean? I loved it, and I was like, I was flying and zipping up and down and all that. And then I got on with her and Jake, just fucking crashing all over the place.
They loaded the game up, and I saw the loading screen, I saw the ship, and I was like, hang on. And I was like, is this ship flying mode? And they were like, yeah. And he was like, it's so hard. It's so much harder than the first one, and I was like, oh my god. And I got into it, and I was just
more complicated.
No, that's how flying games should be. That's how it is in all the Lego Star Wars. That's how you fly the ship. And I love Lego Star Wars. So I got in, and I was like, I could do this, and I was really good at it. I was top of the leaderboard.
It's for people play Battlefield 4. Or even 1.
So you know, I know.
Is it very similar?
Very similar.
Apart from that might be why.
there's just less options to change the buttons around in the menus. That's all.
You probably won't be able to in the real game.
I used to play on veteran mode where you could use the bumpers to turn left and right. You can't do that anymore, which is annoying. And L1 was shoot because I was veteran mode. I used to play on that in all the vehicles because I'm a weirdo. But I learned how to play like that, and I used to be the best flyer among all of us basically.
So we've got this clip somewhere.
Oh my god, I love that
we're
clip.
in a building. In Battlefield 4.
It's me, and because I'm like,
Kate's just running along, and I'm behind her, and she's all happy, like la 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 la, and then the fucking helicopter just comes past her in a building.
I'm like,
just goes through the.
I just decided it's on Zabba 113. You go down, you go through the building, and the
factory building.
I
just decided to just fly through the building.
What the fuck, Jamie? What did that achieve? It was a great moment.
I wanted to pose X-Wing, and every time I play it, I was the first order. Yeah, I've got it.
It's there somewhere on Facebook.
Like, I want to be Poe, and then it's like, you're the evil guy. I'm like, but I want to be Poe. And then the guy in Poe's X-Wing blew me up 4 times in a row. I literally spawned, he blew me up again. I was like, mate, me and you are gonna have.
So the space battles, like
they're good.
You come in and you can be one of 3 ships at the start. So you've got
TIE Fighter.
Well, depending on what
you've
got your attacking ships, which are like the A-Wings and the TIE Interceptor.
Fighter, Bomber and Interceptor.
Yeah. And then you got your TIE Fighters and your X-Wings, which are the normal fighting ships. They can do a bit of both, like attacking the big freighters and attacking the little ships. Yeah. And then you got your bombers, which TIE Bomber. They're not very well named, the TIEs, are they?
No.
TIE Bomber and the Y-Wings, which are mostly made for taking out the big ships, and taking out the shields, and all that.
You got the hero ships as well.
Yeah, you got the hero ships.
Falcon, Black X-Wing,
and Poe's ship, which annoys me.
Why?
Because like it's from the audio that plays when you get the Falcon, it's young Han Solo. You should not be in the same room as Poe. I'm not having it.
These people.
Yeah, but then you also were you complaining when they had
Rey and Darth Maul, and that's even
worse. To be fair, Darth Maul and Naboo is okay.
Rey,
but
she
shouldn't be there.
No.
I come home from work, and I was like, sat down, and I was like, so ready to play this.
Don't you have?
I want to be Kylo Ren, and Jake's like,
Qui-Gon actually been in it.
It's not in it.
Any Star Wars games, apart from there was a Star Wars game on
He's not
PS1.
in this new one yet. They're going to.
Who are you talking about?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
I've got to put him in.
We've got that Qui-Gon for Qui-Gon's, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Sorry, that's bad. Anyway,
you almost deserve a slap for
that.
Almost.
Almost, not quite.
That close.
You're Italian now. You're doing that
no,
Italian.
You're that
close.
It's Darth Vader.
Carefully don't choke on your aspirations.
Literally.
Fucking hell. Let's get all the quotes out of the way, guys.
Everyone get all the quotes out now.
But the space battles. What did he say?
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Jesus.
Shall I text you on?
Yeah.
Anyway, but the space battles, they're cool. They're fun. Like, once you got the hang of it, they're actually alright. You're back taking out the big ships, which is what really everyone missed in the EA original Battlefront, where it was just fighting each other.
You were basically playing the sky shooting people.
It was just like it's like when you see like a cluster of flies and you just imagine that. Just X-Wing just going around, like, that was it. And it was just like there was no aim to it. There was no objective to it.
Yeah.
But in this one, you actually got objectives. And you get more points doing the objective. Have you sent him a quote? Yeah.
Hello there.
Hello there.
I helped.
But you actually got objectives to take out like the life support, the engines, the shields, and all that. Obviously, the shields first.
Just like the original Battlefront.
Yeah. The only difference is you can't take them out from the inside. But then again, that you think about it, back in those days, it was OP because everyone just did that.
Right inside, yeah.
I didn't, not always.
No, I know, but it was easier to take it out in the middle, inside the ship than outside.
Not really.
It was, Gary.
Maybe I was just good.
They could have incorporated it again. Just made it as easy.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's better than it was.
It's better than 1.
Yeah.
Not as good as the original 2. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Anything's better than 1 though, isn't it? Really, like.
Well,
come on.
Which one we're talking about?
So yeah, so it's
the last one gone.
So specifically talk about the game, about the gameplay. How do you think it has improved? How do you think it's changed since the original game?
See,
the space battle's better, obviously.
Well, obviously they exist now, which they didn't before.
So,
yeah.
When I played the first one, I didn't really play shooters, but now obviously I've got an Overwatch addiction. I found this one easier, and I don't know whether it's because I've just got better at shooters or they've actually changed the game. So I don't really know.
Because in the first one, you couldn't, even if you zoomed in on your weapon, it didn't help you.
No.
You don't get an accuracy increase.
But in this, it seems it increased your accuracy a little bit, I think.
Okay.
But I mean, a tiny bit. You don't get scopes. You don't
I like
get
being the
unless you've got a sniper, you do not get scopes.
Yeah, there's no ADS, so there's no like iron sights or anything like that.
Which I think is alright. I don't mind that because at the end of the day, it's not hardcore like
it's not sort of
FPS. You don't really need it. It's just going and have some fun.
The class system and the reinforcements. Is
really cool. I mean the class system makes so much difference. So much difference.
What's the small mode called? The one that's not on the bow. What was it called?
Strike.
The strike mode.
Yeah.
So me and Jake.
I didn't buy that one.
It was so good.
Best mode.
Me and Jake spawn in and we're the first order. And Jake is sexy lady General Hooks. Jake is just an officer with ginger hair. So the sexy lady, I'm like, Jake, you are literally sexy General Hooks. So we go and it's like, you gotta go get the object and it's the lightsaber.
It's the box with the lightsaber.
Luke's lightsaber.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm like, so Jake.
First lightsaber.
Jake plays as an officer, and I'm like, I'll be an assault. You get the box, I'll cover you. Me and Jake literally walk into Man's castle, pick the lightsaber up, walk out the door, walk straight to the objective, put the lightsaber down. It's like winning. And Jake gets MVP of the match, and I didn't even get one kill. We literally walked out, and I was like, Jake, you've literally broke the game. I was like, them other guys are gonna, the people on the other side are going to be like, how did they do it?
What must happen? You must have just got into a
lucky.
A lobby full of people who'd never played that mode before.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are we doing?
We did it twice in a row because Jake was like, we can do this again. And I'm like, you'll never.
Because every time I got in there, it was once you got into Maz's castle, you had the resistance, especially when you played First Order, obviously. You got the resistance on the outside that just posted outside between where you have to get to and where you got the thing. It's fucking difficult to get there.
When we
I had to go all the way around the back. That was the only like viable option where there wasn't like 10, 20 people fucking shooting me in one direction.
Me and Jake were spawn campers when we played as the Resistance and we had to protect the lightsaber. He put a turret down, turret, and me and him just stood up on the wall. So anyone the turret didn't kill, we were just killing. And we had this saber on lock. It was so. Me and Jake were a very good team. The Naboo mode, however, I didn't like.
Yeah, that's the Galactic Assault.
I think the droids have an advantage over everyone else because they're so much smaller in character models. I think they just have an advantage.
They've got a smaller hitbox and they are the same colour as the environment.
From what I could tell, they tried to balance that by giving the droids
less accurate
weapons. Because did you play as the droids at all?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I did.
Their weapons seemed a bit more spread out and sporadic.
But
whereas the clones seemed a lot more accurate, which would make sense in them trying to balance that, because obviously the droids are thinner and have a smaller hitbox. But whether that balances out for someone,
I don't think it balances out enough.
Yeah.
Because you need to see your enemy first to shoot at them.
There needs to be something done at least. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have the same issue. Because
mind you, it might be because I'm colourblind, doesn't help.
Well,
perhaps.
But like
they might blend in more.
Yeah, they blended into the background in Naboo, but on say Hoth or
the clones will have the
Starkiller Base
or Starkiller Base, the First Order or the Empire can have the advantage, because you're going to see a rebel or a resistance in the snow because they're all in brown easier than you're going to see a stormtrooper in white. You know what I mean? It's one of them. It's like they're going for realism, and I suppose that's realistic in the terms that it would be difficult to see them in that sense. Maybe more than you're going to see a rebel.
I wouldn't call it realism, really.
They're going into Star Wars realism.
Nobody knows.
Where's the droids?
Let's face it. If the rebels were actually attacking something on a snow planet, they will put on white clothing.
Leia does.
Let's be honest.
Well, like in the movie, they've got white. They've got snow gear.
They've got snow gear, but it's not as white as stormtroopers.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And then you got some Chewbaccas. I know they're Wookiees, but me and Jack were just calling them Chewbaccas. Every time someone's like, "There's a Chewbacca over there."
But
so good.
I liked how it moved. It was like basically rush mode, but
it
seemed more cinematic in terms of like you're not just blowing up a tiny little thing.
Yeah.
You like the whole because I remember you were playing, weren't you? And I was on party chat with you, and you were just in the massive explosion of the elephant thing. And you're like, "What the fuck's going on?"
It's more a mix between rush and carrier assault. Was on Battlefront 4,
But like, obviously, you go through different sections and you have got different objectives. I think that's cool. But I think you can get a bit, especially in the Naboo mode, you can get a bit mishmashed at the end, where it's just like you're trying to defend the top bit again, and then they're all coming up the stairs, and then Darth Maul comes in and fucks everybody up because he's the best hero.
That's the best part. You push the button and the doors open. Darth Maul's there, and you just push the button again and the doors shut.
In some ways, the heroes aren't as strong as they were in
one.
That's good.
So like, a hero can't just run into a room and just wreck everyone.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
Because
considering some of the stuff that
if say 5 troopers manage to spot Darth Maul as coming into the room, they can kill him by just shooting at him.
Yeah.
But whereas before,
he'll get a few kills. He'll get a good few kills before that happens. But if you're quick enough,
gone is
the time of Boba Fett just sitting on top of the mountain like inside that Hoth and just wrecking everyone for the entire match.
Yeah.
I did that.
Like a little, little hut things, and I saw the red lights go past and I was standing in the hut, and I just like tilted the camera up and I could see him. I was like, Jake, Darth Maul's right there. I'm just going to wait here. And me and Jake literally just stood by this wall. And he was like wrecking everyone. We're just there. And then he ran. And we're like, let's move now.
I had a moment like that. Because you know the doors opened slowly at some point. He opened slowly. And he was just walking towards me like really dramatically. He wasn't even running. And I was like, shit. That's where everyone else behind me ran out and I let them get killed. I was like, fuck that.
That's where you get the grenade launcher out and you kill him with it.
I didn't have it at that point. I unlock it in the star card thing.
Right.
But
from the sounds of it, you've got a lot of epic moments.
That's what it's
individual epic moments.
And they've mastered those epic moments where you just like.
That's the best part. Like when me and Jake carried that box twice and we both got MVP. We were in tears. We were. It was so funny because I was like, Jake, you'll never do that again. You will never do that. And he literally did it again, and I'm like, what am I even here for? I'm like, I'm going to protect you, and you just don't even need me.
But even like the maps, like especially cool. That the Maz Kanata's, is it Tandoka, the planet? Yeah,
something like that.
That planet, like the Force Awakens planet, it's fucking like I literally at one point.
It's epic. You go in there, you're like, oh my god!
I didn't even bother killing people. I was just exploring the map. Because you can go down where she gets the lightsaber.
Yeah.
You can go and explore the rest of the castle. And there's always where
the forest is out there as well.
The forest is out there. You got where Finn like talk to those two blokes about getting off.
The traitor moment. That area.
Everything's
so cool.
there. It's so.
And in Naboo,
it's so detailed.
Naboo, they've got all them big pictures on the wall. It's like Padme in like a queen's outfit, and you spawn and you see a Padme, you're like, oh my god, there's Padme.
Graphically, it's really good, and it's so accurate to the Star Wars universe. Like one thing that just amazed me. But obviously, it's like. You see in a lot of games now, but I really noticed it in this. But you know when you're protecting as the droids, you're protecting that big tank, the payload, basically. Yeah. The leaves.
I was going to mention the leaves on the ground. They're really good.
The thing is, the leaves are flat where anywhere else, and when it goes underneath, it proper brings up those leaves. So they're like individual things across the whole thing. Great, and even when you run across them, they come up, and it's like. That's so cool.
It's a little detail.
And it's when the people talk to you over the mic, and you're like, oh, it's Princess Leia, it's Obi-Wan, blah blah blah. You're like, oh my god.
The voices are pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And in the Naboo one as well, at the start when you turn up as the clones, as a droid, sorry, you've got at the side you've got some droid
unpacking
clones hostage. Unpacking from the tanks.
Yeah.
You've got all the Naboo. People, all running
They're
away,
all hostages and stuff.
And it's civilians. Yeah,
it's so accurate to it's like you feel like you're in an epic Star Wars battle.
If you love Star Wars, you get so much of a better kick out of it, don't you? You get
cool.
You spawn in and you're like, oh my god, it's this place where this happened. It's so good.
It is fun and
I actually didn't notice with Star Wars nerds.
Yeah. These are all Kates though.
They are.
Apart from Captain Phasma, the rest of them I've got an addiction. Chris was like, bring some Star Wars pop figures, and I panicked and I brought them all.
No, the thing is, as somebody that's coming from the outside, as not like a hardcore Star Wars, it's not a hardcore Star Wars nerd.
Traitor.
I've played a game. It's fun and enjoyable, but it seems very generic.
Yeah.
It's things I've played a million times.
Is it less generic than the first one then? I thought the first one was very generic.
It's definitely doing things better than the first game. They've learned from the mistakes of the first game. They've learned from the mistakes of the first game. They've also learned things that they can abuse from the first game, but we'll go on to that later.
Yes.
But it's another shooter. You can see it's made by the same people as Battlefield, and it just seems like the mechanics and the way that they work, it's just stripped back a version of that.
Yeah.
Like it's doing less than what they were doing with things like you said, talk about the classes and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not as separately laid out as things like Battlefield 1 would be or Battlefield 4.
One thing I don't like, the whole you spawn in with a squad.
Yeah, the squad system.
But you spawn in with 4 random people who are spawning in at the same time.
You have to die.
Which on paper makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you get in with those 4 people, the other 3 people fucking run off somewhere else.
They don't care about you.
And it's like, I'd rather have, if I'm playing with friends,
it's not immediately obvious who you're playing with.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm playing with you 3, I'd rather spawn in with you, spawn on one of you guys, or spawn in, and then just meet up with you guys, and then be in the same squad, see where you are on the map. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. I want to be, so we can work together to do the objective. If you're spawning in randomly, you don't. When we were playing, I didn't necessarily. If I spawned in, I didn't necessarily know where you were.
The only reason me and Jake could work together so well was Jake was always the officer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go to him like, "Are you sexy General Hooks lady?" He'd be like, "Yeah." I'd be like, "Are you the dude with brown hair?" Yeah. Like, but if you're
once you get close enough, you can see the names.
If you're a stormtrooper, you're just like,
it's still a bit. I'd rather want a squad system.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense in terms, especially if you're playing it with friends.
That is stupid. That you can't always see people's names
because they probably didn't want people to accuse it of being Battlefield with a skin.
Yeah, but
that's what it's going to be.
The squads are good.
The squads are good. That's the thing.
You can't. You strip it away. It takes away from the game.
It was poorly in the first game. This was 2 people.
Yeah, because it's 2 people. But I'd rather have that than what we have now.
Yeah.
Because you come in with those 3 people.
And you don't know anyone.
You don't know unless you just happen to spawn at the same time as your mate who's dying.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know anyone. They all run off in the same separate directions, doing whatever. One's AFK. AFC.
That's the thing for a team-based game. There's not a lot of team play there.
No, there isn't. There is not really much incentive. Mm-hmm. Unless you'd like me and Jack. I was like, Jack, you get the box cell protector. Like the game didn't tell me to do that. It was common sense to do it. Yeah.
You think in real life, in real Star Wars universe, they would have squads and stuff.
Yeah. Everyone wouldn't want to know everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have your own separate little clone squads. Alpha Squad, Bravo Squad, and all that shit.
Clones get trained.
Red 1, Red 2.
Exactly. Clones get
Red 5,
training
standing
force.
There you go. Nerd. They get trained in 4, they get put in a 4, and they get trained from when they were young to however.
Exactly, so
that's how it goes. Watch Clone Wars.
Droids, fair enough, but you just need to put quite a squad system in droids. It's not hard.
Just incorporate the same system across, that's what you need to do.
Literally, it's ridiculous.
That is a bit of a shame. What else about the game didn't you like? Saving the obvious for last.
The Naboo mode, I didn't like it. But that was for
I think that might be more the maps
for the
mode.
For the like things that we covered. That was the only thing.
To be fair, remember in the original Battlefront, EA Battlefront beta, how the Hoth map was stupidly unbalanced.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you got to the game, and when you got to the
game,
it wasn't that bad.
The Empire always won, didn't
I found that though.
And it was balanced when you got to the game at the end of the day.
No, see, I always thought that in the first one, when you were the Empire, you had the advantage all the time. I just felt like you were better, as like you just had more.
Yeah, what it was because of the mode. Walker.
What it was, and it was still, to be honest, was that the rebels needed good fighter pilots to win.
Yeah, maybe.
Otherwise, they lost. It's that simple.
If you got someone good with their snowspeeder.
And you needed people good in the X-Wings and to kill the fighters.
I don't like spawning in as well in the new one in that mode, the Naboo mode and all that, and in Galactic Assault as a starship because I don't feel like I'm doing much.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I think the problem is that because of the colour of the map, you can't see the droids on the ground.
Even when I was playing as a droids, like it's a bit like.
You need it on the ground more.
You need it on the ground. I feel like I'm doing more on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, I can take out the starships that are, like the little spaceships that are in space.
I was killing things on the ground in the ship.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But like, there's only so much you can do, and because the maps aren't as big as say the Hoth map.
They were big enough. It was big enough to fly around in.
Yeah, but not. Because of so many like corridors and buildings and
you
stuff.
Put more
it was
of
a wide open map,
it
wouldn't be too bad maybe. Because it was Naboo and it was very narrow corridors and everything people were in. I think there's
a lot of potential for cover, isn't there, on the ground?
Yeah. And you're shooting it and you're hitting
There is a very big plot hole with that game mode though. You know the big droid tank they're escorting?
Yeah.
It doesn't have enough armour to stop fighter grade weapons. The fighters would have just destroyed it instantly, but let's just ignore that.
We're going to start pulling that thread then. The game's destroyed, ain't it, really?
Yeah.
We're going to get that deep in the level of nerd, then there's no point in talking about it.
Because Boba Fett shouldn't be there.
Yeah, just talk about like time displacement stuff.
Yeah.
Destroys the game anyway.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. Because it's like, who'd win in a battle? Like Darth Maul or Yoda? Well, guess we'll find out.
Yoda's going to fuck you wrecking.
Who died in a lightsaber battle? Not Yoda. He died in bed.
He died of old age. Yeah.
Me and Jake want to fight as Kylo Ren and Rey, and we'll how it should be.
Yeah, that's going to be
Jake's going to die. I'm going to kill him.
I'm looking forward to the fact that they've announced the free DLC.
Yeah.
Although the issues with what.
So yes, it's good.
I'm looking forward to getting all the Last Jedi stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously the Han Solo movie when it comes out, we'll get all that. But even like they're going to add a load of maps and characters.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
stuff
Last
from the
Jedi skins that you get from pre-ordering, can you unlock them in the game?
Finn and Phasma.
No.
You get them 2 weeks early from pre-ordering. You get them later anyway.
Oh, okay.
So.
Weird.
It's one of those. But they've always done that with pre-orders and stuff for Battlefield and stuff like that.
I just wondered if you could actually unlock them in the game. So
I don't think you unlock skins like that. I think you just get them.
Oh, that's weird.
In Star
Get them from loot crates?
No, that's different. Like Star Cards you'll get like in the loot crates and stuff, but the skins and stuff and the maps, you just get them constantly.
Don't buy the skins with the currency, I think.
No? The skin, like what I mean by skins, like when you
the
heroes,
you don't get them right at the start. They're not unlocked.
No. I think when we're talking about when you
pre-order, you get
Kylo Ren and all that.
You get Kylo Ren and you get Kylo Ren and Rey's Last Jedi.
Yeah, you get their Last Jedi skin. Maybe that'll be in.
That's what I'm asking. Okay. Can you unlock that in game, or is that just the?
No, I think you'll get that anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So there's no
real. You get pre-order anyway.
I've already got it pre-ordered.
I'm pretty sure you do get the skins from Star Cards and stuff as well. You can do.
I haven't seen any options for skins
from like the crates. You get it from the crates as well.
You can customise your Stormtrooper and your clones. You just had to get the money to buy like the hairstyles in the last one.
Or get them in the loot crates.
Yeah.
If you like that video and want to see more like it, then click this playlist button here. If you happen to want to subscribe to us and check out all our content, then click this amazing sexy button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed to us, well then you are already an awesome human being.